Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Main Street Board meeting. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 4 o'clock. I am excited to see everybody on this fabulous June hot day. Yes, very good. So let's go ahead and make our roll call. I'm going to start from my left on all the way around, introducing our newest member. So go ahead and just let us know your name and that you're here.
Miller present.
Sutherland, present.
Scott, present.
Hudson Connors, present.
Bradshaw present.
Macias, present.
Amison, present.
And we are missing Miss Dawn Petty, but she may be running just a few minutes late today. I'm sorry?
They don't have a microphone between the two.
Well, like she turned it on,
Okay. We will catch that. Okay. So Andy, if you do have something to say, we'll share a microphone with settings. Okay? Very good. Excellent, excellent. So we will move on. We do have a quorum and everything. And so we will move on to consent items, which is the minutes. Board, you received minutes earlier. Are there any questions, corrections on the minutes? Since we do not have any, then do I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
so moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Excellent.
Who seconded that?
We have Carol.
Okay, thank you.
Carol that seconded that. And all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the motion to accept the minutes as written has passed. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the director's address and report. We're excited to hear.
Thank you so much since I've seen you last. I spent all last week in Huntsville, not for the reasons you said, but for the Texas Main Street Conference put on by the Texas Historical Commission. It was an amazing 4 days there. I was one of 8 selected to have dinner Sunday night with the
not
sure
liked
you're
or
in my
shared it,
favorites.
yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, text each other, I'm about to post.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She's up and active, yeah.
Stand by.
Exactly.
That's good to know.
That-
Yeah.
yeah,
That
it
is good
is,
to know,
and,
yeah.
you know, I've done tons of reading and listening to podcasts and things about how we can get, greater traction. And one of the ways is scheduling posts. So you may have noticed that the week I was away, posts were still coming out.
Yes.
Because they were all pre-scheduled. And that is a wonderful, because
question, foodies, and a new contact with foodies out of the Dallas area. We have room for foodies, gourmet food at the Art and Wine Festival. If anyone is interested, send them my way, please.
I will certainly reach out to my contact
Thank you.
and make them very well aware and shoot her an email with the link.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all good? All right, I will let you go.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
How exciting.
Very.
So many things. Where do you start? All right, so we're going to jump back just to the basics of the board, and we're going to review, just kind of touch base with our committees. One thing that, as and Andy, you're new, and so, and I hope you got your emails that I sent about this. Reason I would like to, Carolyn and I would like to start touching base with committees each month, and we'll have a little section, but if you don't have anything, you didn't meet, or it hasn't changed, that is totally fine. You just kind of move on to the next, and we'll talk about it the next time. But this is just to give a touch and just to address, each of the committees, each of the 4 pillars of our board. And so the first one is the design committee, and the design committee, oh, and also we have some holes we need to fill, so we will go ahead and address those today. The first one is the design committee, and that is Ms. Carol and Dawn on the design committee. Do you have anything to report today?
do.
Yes,
It's
great.
been great. We meet regularly, just to discuss the upcoming events, and we did, a display for Bloom, and we're currently working on decorations for windows. Carla has purchased some window films to go on some of the windows downtown.
Wonderful.
For the 4th of July. And by next meeting, I hope to have a proposal for a fall display concept that could begin in October before Autumn Trails and continue on through the fall and into Christmas. So it's a concept that we would need then to have, hope to have a proposal that would indicate costs and what materials we need and kind of, see if we can get approval for that going forward.
Okay, excellent. Very good.
Oh, there was really good feedback about the e-packet on the site. So I think that would be that we need to continue. Very cool. And then, the goose.
The goose is very popular. It's a thing. It's a thing in Winsboro now.
So Carla and Carol decorated the window next to Z's, the building next to Z's, a goose that lives there now. And so go by and
Makeover for
take a peek.
The Main Street porch
The
goose.
Main Street porch goose, yeah. And then also, I do want to say that I absolutely love the amount of businesses that have taken the initiative and added flags. And so we need to continue to encourage people before the 4th of July to do that. That would be great.
Excellent.
And our design team, I hope we saw Valerie, and I hope
Yes.
you approve. We put some things down there that were provided graciously by y'all, thank you very much. Y'all are allowing us to do things that we never been able to do before, so thank you for that.
Is the window at y'all's office gonna be painted, or can we do that?
I do not have an artist for that, so yes, you may. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, let's definitely make a plan to do that.
It's gonna be easy.
I will trust you. Y'all are the planners. I'm the.
There could be a goose involved.
The goose is gonna get a makeover Friday.
Aww.
We love the goose.
I love the goose.
What's his name? Her name? His name?
I never named it.
Oh. You know, we should have a name contest on the
Do we
Facebook
need to name
page.
the Main Street porch goose?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I
Oh,
see
yes.
a Facebook ad campaign.
I think you could put that on there, and then you write them on little sticky notes, and you can draw it out of a hat if you want.
And I would bet that we could get a small gift certificate for the winner of the name the Main Street porch goose.
I think that would be great. Winnie?
For Winsboro.
I love it.
Ding,
Winnie.
ding, ding, we have a winner.
Who needs an ad post? We'll just name.
That's very cute. I like the idea now, that just because it brings more interest.
It does, that's great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That, Chrissy, that was cute.
Excellent.
I will submit that.
Two.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, wow, we have lots of fun things going on. All right, the next one is an organization committee. Now, this one has been vacant, due to, Brandon, no longer with us. So, Dawn has graciously said that she'd like to be on the board. I think it would be very fun, and Miss Andy, would you like to join on the organization? Oh, no.
She's reading all about it.
Yes.
Well, I think you would be a natural fit because it is very much an integration with, it's not just a business, it's also bringing technology in, it's also being like, how do we, kind of what you were already doing, like, how do you bridge the gap between the farmer's market and the downtown, and how do you bring more people into it? And, just like, you're already creating that excitement for business in Winsboro, so kind of goes along with that.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Well, I know you didn't ask my opinion, but I'll share it anyway.
Share it anyway.
What I was thinking is you would be such a natural for it because we have really over the last, I don't know how long, created this very cohesive business owner environment in town. But really all of it. And, you know, Alexander's Needs and the boot company and the Ford dealership. And I feel like Winsboro merchants particularly are as cohesive as they have ever been. And we are wanting very badly, and that is one thing that they did say at the conference, is Main Streets can't stand alone. It just can't. So you have to fold in all of those around it to make the Main Street program stronger. And if we fold everyone in, it just makes our community stronger. So it makes sense to me that we reach out and we partner with all of these businesses in this town. We are not big enough to segregate ourselves off from anyone. And that's not who we are. Y'all will see from time to time, I'll drop a post on Facebook that says, this is Winsboro. And it's when we are coming together and making a stronger sense of community here. And I really feel like bringing everyone in will make that difference. And so we want all of the businesses to feel included and informed and a part of the great things that we've got going on. So that's my pitch for the organization.
Excellent. Okay, so I realize you don't have one right now, but that's okay.
Well, I was gonna say though, I'm sure that you and Manuel are gonna touch more on the summit, but, one of the things that is so overwhelming for new businesses is like, what am I supposed to do and where am I gonna go to ask for help? And so, we learned that there's tons of resources out there, especially for,
Talk to us about that summit, because everybody may not know where you went.
so, we attended the Texas Governor's Small Business Summit, and, Manuel actually has, more history with the people that were there helping. But the long and the short of it is, the state of Texas is incredibly business friendly. They want us to succeed. The more that businesses are thriving, the more money goes back into the economy, the more money is, included in taxes, et cetera, et cetera. So, they are basically, so especially at the TJC Small Business Development Center, there are a ton of free resources. And the people there said if we get enough merchants together, that they will actually come here and run a free class. We don't have to go
Cool.
all the way down to Tyler.
Yes,
We just
they
need to
will
have
come
the
to us.
participation. So I think why would we not take
Absolutely.
advantage of that?
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
that's a missed opportunity.
And then they will come from Tyler, and then again, they will come from Mount Pleasant as well. So there's another resource in Mount Pleasant.
So who all went? Dawn, Manuel?
And Denise.
Thank you.
they're so nice and they want to help you. And I think the biggest thing that I caught from it was that, is there's more than one way you can get help. I mean, you don't have to just stop at one way, or, they can help you if you need a loan to cover things. You could go there, but if not, there's other avenues that you can do, and it's don't just quit, I think was their main thing, is they don't want businesses to just quit. And that is, as a business owner, past business owner, I wish I had that information way back when. And it's really good to be able to provide those for the businesses here, because they're going to have their good days and their bad. It's just the realm of business, and to know that there are actually programs out there to help them is half the battle.
That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
the fact that y'all are willing to educate yourself about it and, go the extra mile, I appreciate y'all going through that. I'm glad that, Dawn, thank you for sharing that with me and letting me spend a couple of years.
She was really excited all the way.
Manuel,
It's
what did
great.
you take away from it?
Similar to what they said, in that there are just so many resources that are available through the state that we just don't know about, whether that's, specifically for women-owned businesses or veteran-owned businesses, just all kinds of opportunities for grants and other one-on-one coaching opportunities, different funding opportunities that aren't through the traditional bank loan. Whether you're starting up a business, you're needing a little bit of assistance with, renovations or staff training. There are tons and tons of different organizations that are willing to help with a multitude of facets of your business. I don't know if we're jumping ahead a little bit to the economic vitality part, but, and I've just been doing this on my own because the summit was recently, but I'm working to organize the information that we got from the summit, so that to make it easier to just go to one spot for the different business owners to go to, and to assist with pushing that out, I will also put that on the library website, so that you can go to the library website, go to the little business corner or whatever we want to call it, and so that you can go to there and have direct links to those different resources.
Oh, that's excellent.
I just love that there's just such a variety, so it was a really good event. Very good. All right. Well, do you have any, we can jump to economic vitality, Christy and Manuel. Since you're already touching on it, do you want to go ahead and continue with your microphone?
No, we haven't really met to discuss anything, but that's one project I'm working on
Perfect.
at the moment, which through the Chamber of Commerce as well, I'm sure we can kind of rope them into this project and just share the resources.
Very good. Very good. All right, so we're going to skip back to a promotion. Carla and Jennifer, do you have anything to report?
I would say overall, just the social media that Carolyn is doing is spectacular. I don't know that we can add much more to what you're already doing in that particular sense, but further promoting things like contacting Texas Highways and these other connections that are expanding beyond our region are going to be really important to drive that economic impact. So that with the goose, I don't know how we could go wrong.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Well, excellent. And thank you for your reports and time. Another thing that I just wanted to touch base on, know that the other piece of this is to start recruiting people to help you. And so I know we have 2 on each. You have me to sit. We always know we have Carolyn as well, but I am here to help with that. But what I would love to see is we do have a volunteer that has been talking to Carolyn. I know I also have a volunteer that is talking to me, that we could begin putting people under these different committees that can help us. And so they can also not only add to knowledge and ideas, but also getting things taken care of. And so that could be something that, as chairs, you could start delegating to a committee underneath. Okay? So I want to challenge you to see if you can do that, and then I will get my contact and then your contact, and we'll get them connected, under a committee. And so if there's no other talk on committees, we'll move on to the next one, which is the Fourth of July Parade update, which starts this weekend, 9 to 12. I will be on the Bowery with a lot of chalk, so I hope, oh, that is.
It's okay, she's excited.
I was excited I was gonna be there.
We'll
Okay,
be in
let's
order,
go
but
back
go
to the
ahead.
parade. Circle back. Okay, for the parade, 4.3, 4th of July parade, let's go ahead and update on that. Any updates on the parade? But I think with the parade, we have everything in set. We are looking, as you said, for just more people to register, and you'll put that Facebook post out, correct?
Yes, and I've still got a couple of them scheduled, and we'll have another one come out. We are just encouraging everybody that I talk to, I tell them about the parade.
Yes.
Just come, bring a flag, walk with your community, and kids can decorate bicycles.
And
there
it's
are
free.
side-by-sides.
And it's
It's
free.
free, there's
There
no
is
registration
No
fee.
registration.
No, we just want you to come. And this year, it's gonna go through the neighborhood that is bounded by, Connie Mae will be going by MLK Park, Pine Street to the north, and Elm Street to the south, with Franklin being to the west. And so that's the path it's gonna take, and that's the neighborhood it'll be through this year. Next year, it'll be through different. Every year, it will go through a different neighborhood. The chamber does an outstanding job with their Christmas parade. They got it. We don't need a big parade. What we need is the community coming together, feeling a deep sense of community and patriotism, and just having a good time. We will have a best overall, and I have that secured. I held it up at the last commercials meeting, and everybody was like, oh, I want that. So we've got that, and it was graciously provided by Bill Zimmer from Z's. And then we'll have a first, second, and third place. And it's best overall, y'all. It's a 1950s theme, best decorated, best thematic, the whole nine. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun. I will have a matrix for you, and we will all judge, we'll combine, and we'll decide as a board, who we award to. It's gonna be great. And everybody I've talked to has really been on board.
Very good.
I'm not concerned that they're slow registering at this point.
No, it's
because I
still too
really
early,
think that
yeah,
the interest is there.
very good.
And so once again, it's walkers, wagoners, bikes, side by side.
Yes. We're staying away from automobiles this year, except the one that will carry the mayor and the one that will carry the city administrator. Those will be the only two automobiles.
Well, they need to be on a bicycle.
One with a really big
Absolutely.
round
How
wheel.
about- Or maybe like a tandem bike.
I think so, a tandem bike, there you
If
go.
anybody's got one, that would be a sight.
We didn't include horses.
Oh,
They have that massive.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Yeah,
Next
nobody's
year,
gonna wanna
we
climb
gotta
that.
build up, we gotta build up,
Yeah,
we gotta build up.
really.
All right, my only question is when, we have the parade starting at Barrel House, are we going to have signs that kind of clusters, ATVs over here, walkers over here, bikers over here, so that when we go, we just single file out?
That will be our job to line them up.
Okay.
And in my mind, I see the bicycles at the front behind the police side by side. So
Mhm.
we'll be led out by the police side by side, then bicyclers, whose younger bike riders have a little bit more difficulty controlling their speed.
Yes,
And I think they not run over you all.
I understand.
So I thought they should go out first, then the walkers. The side by sides can easily control their speed,
Yes,
behind them and to protect the walkers.
very
If
good,
somebody were to turn into the parade route
very good.
accidentally. And then we'll have the fire department, another police vehicle and the fire department.
Very good.
behind them.
Well,
So,
and it's not like our streets are highways, we're,
It's-
we're,
yeah, I think it'll be well controlled, especially
Yeah.
for first year.
Excellent.
Next year, we may have to have stations set up, it just depends on the turnout. We just don't
okay,
know.
all right, They
we
can
were
be
pretty clear
walkers.
with the no
Those would be
cars allowed
walkers.
banner on the
Yeah.
graphic.
I would take others off
Okay,
and then
I'll
just
go
put
ahead
the
and take them off.
wagons, wagons, cause if they're walking, they're pulling
They're
their little ones,
Okay.
so I think.
So then they're gonna see this one car in there and they're gonna go, hey, why couldn't we do
Well,
this?
then we
So
just
how
need
would
to
you like us to
decorate it.
address that?
That needs to be our patriotic vehicle.
Well, that is Patrick's mom, and they're coming from Waco to do that. I don't
Oh,
know
I
how to
think we
tell
need to
her,
let 'em-
don't bring a
So,
car.
If
do
she's
we
coming
put-
from Waco.
Do we put the mayor in?
They're really proud of their car.
Okay.
Can we put the mayor in it? Can we put the mayor
I
in
don't
it?
know, I'm kinda putting a bad situation.
Well, I would just tell them that we're sorry, we're not taking cars this year. And
I mean,
Don't-
that's
Or if they're
our
coming
option.
from that
We
far,
can
we
turn
could
them
put 'em,
away,
we could put the
Or
mayor.
we put a dignitary in.
So then what if you don't have to register, you can just show up if you want to, what if we have 20 cars show up?
we'll have to tell
We'll
them
have to deal
that's,
with it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate to say, that's what we're saying, no, you can be in our parade, it's like, well,
48.
48.
Well, then maybe you can just add a little asterisk and say,
No
past
vehicles.
1950.
Oh,
I mean, like, if somebody wants
Well,
to
I,
buy a classic car,
well, I wouldn't even open that up, cause
Yeah.
then you're just,
know,
I
and
would
then
just,
think
I
if
would
they
just
come,
stick
then
with,
people are gonna go, that was gonna be.
I'm not worried about people. I'm really not. And I don't mean that
Mm-hmm.
sounds snarky. I'm just really not. That's a classic vehicle. And if we did have a dignitary, if they allowed a dignitary to ride, then that would, in
Solve
my
the
mind, be
problem.
fine because the city administrator is gonna be in a motorized
I could,
vehicle.
I mean, they would be glad to do that, I'm sure. They'd
Okay.
be happy to have somebody.
So
So you want
I
me to
will-
just say that, can a dignitary
Yes.
ride in your, I'll
Would
do
you
that.
please?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then take
especially
other
since
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
take-
and I'll take other off.
And that'll be the exception, is that it's a
It's-
dignitary.
it's a
I'll look for
dignitary.
dignitaries.
Yeah.
And they'll like it be at the front. I mean,
Be at the front.
oh, and then also there's the gentleman, I don't know if you guys, know him personally, John Monby, he's,
Oh, I
vet,
know John.
and he's waves the flag and everything, and so, he said that he would be happy to walk in front of whoever and carry the flag.
Oh, that's
lovely.
wonderful.
Okay.
Especially if,
It's gonna be
if the
so
whole
good.
purpose of this is to, recognize the birthdays of America.
Uh-huh.
And especially with we're having such a high veteran population, I think, and active duty population, I think it's important to have.
very nice.
What about if we make a poster or something that also it's 250th birthday?
Okay.
Happy birthday, a 250, like a
Is that
banner.
what you want? Do you want like a banner that y'all would carry?
Well,
like
I'm,
have a
I'm
pole
thinking
run
a
through it?
couple of us could walk and carry,
Okay.
and you know, it's something that we could hand make. Here's the teacher coming out.
banner,
Yeah, the banner that has the 250 years or have something, or we could make
Great
it,
picture is what I'm thinking.
I think it's so.
You know, and then could we have some high school little team members or something?
They're
If
not
you
in
know any
session, but we
cute-
could invite them.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know anybody
Oh,
cute.
There's always cute high school
Mine,
people.
all I know is me. No, we could see if they're, well, you know what, I know who we can contact that has high schoolers and they're all in her store all the time, so we can, let me
Work on
put
that.
on the 250 sign and holders. Let me work on that.
Good.
Cause I am even willing to come out in my purple uniform, if we need to.
Oh.
Who's gonna turn that down?
I
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to wear that. So anyway, all right, so let's,
Y'all feel good?
yeah, I
where
think
you
the
are?
parade
You
is
think
good.
it's gonna be okay, Carla? With the dignitary before you?
do you want
I
them to
think
carry
that's
the
good.
mayor and the city administrator?
I think they could. It just depends on,
I didn't look the car up, is it a convertible? I don't know if it is or not.
I thought it was a, I got the impression it was outside, side by side, kind of block, but maybe not.
What's the truck?
Oh,
What is it?
I don't know, I'll find out, I've never seen it.
48 what now?
I don't know,
We'll find out, we'll find out.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. All right, so I think we're very good on the parade. I think we have all of that going, and then, yes,
So, at the farmer's market,
Uh-huh.
we have a group of kids, my kids are included in that, but also some of the other kids of the vendors. We call them the Rat Pack, and they all hang out and they run around the farmer's market. But, for like the voting, they'll set up the booth and they'll sit there and help me get votes, whenever we do that. And I asked the
That's right, that would be great.
Are still coming in town for the farmer's market.
That's
I'll
perfect.
get that email.
That's perfect. We can
Yeah.
get, sign up there, and then also Red, White, and Bowery, we need a sign at the farmer's market that says that we're going to be there from 9 to 11, which now I'm on the right track. I will be there from 9 to 11 with some chalk and encouraging little artists that want to come and draw
So
on the
who's
Bowery.
going, who's this Saturday?
This Saturday is myself and whoever else wants to join me.
I think I'm gonna be there this Saturday as well.
Okay. I think I sent an email.
I'm gonna come just 'cause I have it the next Saturday and wanna know what to do. And
Well,
I-
then there would, it's a party. It's a
Okay.
party. I can't join you next weekend, but I can join you after that.
So who
But-
wants to join me for the next?
I'll be there next Saturday.
Okay, the 20th, okay.
The 20th, perfect, perfect. So I think we're covered, and then I've
That's exciting.
got the next weekend, I'll be around too. So it's just the 20th that I was not able to do that.
Maybe your kids come. Maybe we can ask your kids to come over on Saturday when my kids started.
Oh, they'll be over there.
Okay.
Oh, they always go. They eventually migrate over down to the Bowery and
Excellent.
look, you know, they're getting away from their parents. because
Yes,
they're
having
very fun.
independence. So I'd love to see them there. So that does start. And for those that you are listening, we are decorating the Bowery red, white, and blue. We will have chalk, and you can come and decorate the Bowery with patriotic pictures and art. And we will just keep adding on. And we will even we do one thing on my note is I did not have any volunteers for the 4th because we will be in the parade during that time. And their shops are not quite open, so wasn't quite sure if we had an extra person to run that on the
I'm pretty sure that.
July 4th, we could find some, and, but then we can join them after that till 11. So, very good. Is there any other updates for the 4th? I think that's very exciting. So
Can I
let's.
comment on something else?
Yes.
Thank you. We were talking about expanding beyond downtown and the flags. And I have noticed a lot of flags up and down streets and businesses that aren't downtown. It's now light in the morning when I go to the gym, and I'm like, oh, there are flags. There are flags that we hadn't seen before. So I see the fruits of our efforts. Thank you.
You're welcome. It is wonderful to drive in.
Yeah, yeah, it's very good. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, so let's move on to new business. We're going to talk about ordinance 1094-2026 review.
What I'd share with you is, those ordinances were on the council, but were taken off before the meeting. So we can table both of those.
Table,
You don't have to worry about either one of them.
table them till next time. So we are going to table 5.1 and 5.2, and we will table that for the next time. And 5.3 is all about our new friend, Andy Miller. Thank you so much for joining this motley crew. We really appreciate you joining us and look forward to a long relationship with you.
We
Perfect.
refer to it as our pirate ship.
Yeah.
It is kind of wonderful. I've got some of the strongest people in this community on this board. I am very blessed and very lucky to have this group of people. They work so hard. I was in a conference session, and there were about 35 of us out of the 80 cities statewide, and they were rating the boards from 1 to 10. And what I was hearing is 4, 6, 5, 3. some offices over there with me when I'm losing my mind. So, thank you. And thank you for letting me go to a state conference and say, I've got the best people in this state on my board. And y'all need to come see.
They do.
They're very good.
Yay. That'd be
That's what I
fabulous.
found out through the county excited petition.
That'd be great.
That's awesome.
So, the Texas Historical Commission will be coming to Winsboro.
Awesome.
And so I will let you know when that is. We are going to roll out the red carpet on day one. So I will let you know as soon as I do that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. And it is large part your wonderful leadership as well.
Amen.
Thanks.
So,
Yes, very kind.
take a big bow, because that is, it's very good. All right, so let's go ahead, time-wise, let's move on to 6.1, future planning and programming. Did you have something specific? I do have one thing I just wanted to.
Okay, the only thing that I was gonna say is just kind of refer to the, bottom on that, tourism report that has all of those dates in that very last paragraph on there.
Yes.
That kind of tells you what we're facing, what we're coming into. Just know, when we get to September 15th, y'all, saddle up, okay? Oh my word, until basically the middle of December.
Yes. Okay.
It is wild and bizarre and the most fun you'll ever have.
Volunteers.
Lots of volunteers. y'all.
Volunteers,
Recruit
yes.
lots of volunteers.
Recruit.
Because we support a lot of organizations. We support the Rodeo Association. We support the Art and Crafts Association. We support the Winsboro Center for the Arts with anything they need. So we are that catalyst to pull all of those organizations together.
And I think what would be neat, speaking of volunteers, and it came that if anybody has a connection in the schools for the used to be Junior League, it used to be the National Junior Honor Society, several of those groups that they have to have so many volunteer community hours per year.
The Interact Club is like the junior Rotary Club.
Yes.
And so the Rotary Club president is, Casey Wagner. He is killing it with the Rotary Club. So they have 126 members. It's like half
That's
of the
awesome.
school.
So if we have those connections that we could connect with, and that we could, for some of these things, parade or after the 15th and things like that, that we could start recruiting some of these individuals for our events, that would be
And I
awesome.
have even been exposed at this conference to Main Street boards that have had a junior Main Street board.
Aw.
So think about that.
Yes. All right, and then the only other thing that I wanted to discuss, and it is just a past event that we had to have, and I'm not sure if the board, or I don't think I've even brought this to you, Ms. Carolyn. But in the past, we have helped our Main Street Board Director by having a phone tree. So each of us were given a block of merchants in Winsboro, and that we were in charge of that little group. So if there's information, like for example, July 4th, or this that's coming up, we helped spread the word about that. And we would also connect with them. So for example, Manuel, once you get your information done, we would also pass that out to them and give them information, or, and
So just have a
peop-
block of businesses
and it's
assigned
just
to
a
you.
block of businesses, and they used to just have it, and it just kind of withered away. And so, one thing that I wanted to ask, if that was something that this board might like to do, so not only do they get a connection with you, but they get a connection with us to know that there's more than one person on their team as well. And that just gives us another touch. It's just another touch for businesses, especially for those events that sometimes we get, I didn't have any idea. Because I am finding that a lot of merchants are not getting the emails from the city, or they simply just don't have time to read them. And so, but this is one, you just go in, here's my touch and my information, and you can either do that with a call or email or something. But that is something for next time I'd like for us to
And I
look
always
at.
encourage face-to-face contact.
Yes, face to face if you can. But
We're
those
just not
that are busy,
Yeah.
that at least if you can't do it that quarter, you can at least do something. And so So that is something I'd like for us to look at for next, the next meeting as well. Do I have anything else for general discussion from anyone?
I just have a quick question, more so that I don't forget about it for next time. But, Jennifer, do you know much about the Franklin, American 250 mosaic mural project? Because they were talking, it has, it's like a combination with the Daughters of the American Revolution. But anyways, long story short, it's a program where they're inviting everybody in Franklin County to come in and paint a tile, and then they're gonna do a mural. And so,
The whole Franklin connection, right? I love that.
oh,
Yeah.
so I was thinking like, that would be really fun to do something similar here in Winsboro. Well, obviously not make plans right now, but I kind of just wanted to bring that up so we can think about it and talk about it. at a different
Beautiful,
time.
we can put that on the agenda for
Mhm.
next time. Okay? Anything else? All right, if I do not have anything else for general discussion, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Okay, do I have a second? Oh, second, thank you. I was like, nobody wants to go home. That's how good we are. All in favor of adjourning the meeting, say aye. Any opposed that wants to stay? All right, motion has passed.
Next
We-
meeting?
Oh, the next meeting, let's look, the next meeting is calendar. Thank you, Jennifer.
Just keep me on track.
There we go. The next meeting, which is the second Tuesday of July, which will be the 14th, or excuse me, the 58th. Thank you. It is Wednesday. I'm on the
It's
total
the 8th
wrong.
of July.
8th of July.
Thank
It
you.
is Wednesday, July the 8th at 4 o'clock is our next meeting. If we have nothing
we
else
sur-
I can confuse, this meeting is adjourned at 4:56. Thank you, guys.